Hi, I'm Matthew Humphreys, award-winning vocal coach and Director of Development at 360 Artist Development, where we develop artists for the music industry. In today's top tip, I'm going to be talking about what to expect when you come into a recording studio. A lot of singers or rappers or musicians want to go into a recording studio in order to record their songs, or maybe record over a backing track, but they're nervous. They don't really know what to expect when they get into one, and therefore some of them feel like they might not go because I'm not really sure, I don't really want to go, or I don't want to make a fool of myself. And I really want to sort of like allay those fears and tell you a little bit about what does happen when you go into a recording studio so that you can feel confident in going to your local studio. Going to a studio is a great experience. It can also give you a fantastic recording for your electronic press kit, for your fans, for releasing your music into the world. Even if you don't write your own songs, you can record onto backing tracks. I know a lot of rappers who buy beats and then come in to record their rap online. Of course, having something custom made, like we do at 360, is a very good idea because it makes it completely original to you. However, it's not necessary. You can come into a recording studio and just record a cover, and you'll still be able to show off what you can do as a singer. So, when you come into a studio, you will meet the engineer. The engineer is somebody who controls the recording equipment in a studio. They're the ones who will be talking to you through your headphones on something called TalkBack, and they will be able to explain to you what you need to do, when you need to start singing, and so on and so forth. That person may also be the producer. The producer is somebody who directs what should happen when you're recording. So they might say to you, let's do that again a little bit stronger, let's put more emotion into that, how about you try singing it like this? And that producer will be there to help guide you to get the best performance out of you. Often in small studios, the engineer and the producer are the same person. And you as a singer have a choice, or rapper of course, have a choice as to whether you want to be produced. And what I mean by that is, some singers don't want to be asked to do something differently. They just want to do it their own way, and that's it. Whereas others would really appreciate the help of an experienced producer to tell them what they need to do to get the best performance. And a great producer can really put singers or rappers at ease when they enter a recording studio and when they record, which is what's needed to get a great performance. So you would likely go into the recording room, which is a separate room to where the recording desk is. You would wear a set of headphones and you would stand in front of the microphone, which should be at the proper height, which the engineer would sort out for you. You need to make sure that the sound level of the music and the sound level of your vocal is comfortable for you. You can ask the engineer to change these sound levels as you wish. You can say turn my vocal up but keep the music as it is, turn the music up but keep my vocal as it is, or turn them both up or both down, and they can do that. And it's really important to get the right level, because if you have the music too loud, you might be straining to sing on top of it, which will make your voice sound horrible. Equally, if you've got it too low, you won't sing properly because you'll hear yourself too loud. So just take a few minutes to just get used to how it sounds, take a few minutes to get the levels right, and that will then lead to a great recording later on. While you are at the microphone, you have options. You can either have one ear off and one ear on with regards to your headphones, or you can keep both ears on with your headphones. Different artists prefer different things. I personally prefer to have the headphones on properly, but some artists find that by having one ear off they can hear themselves more naturally and therefore they put a better performance in. So it's just personal choice. What I would say is, when you're recording, if you're not happy with a take, then tell the producer. But generally, don't stop. Because the thing about doing takes is that things can be cut out later on. So if you're in the middle of a take and the first part of it was superb but you've made a mistake, just carry on. Because then when you do a second take, it can actually be chopped in. And by the end of the recording session, you might have done 5, 6 different takes, and the producer or the engineer can actually cut up all of those takes into one perfect take. So don't be worried if something goes wrong. Quite often, as soon as the red button gets pressed, it's almost like you've never sung in your life. Or if you play the piano, you've never played a piano in your life. It's almost like that red button just adds that extra layer of stress and suddenly you can't do it. Just relax. Take time. This is your time in the studio. Everyone's there for you. Everyone wants you to do well. If you do well, then it reflects well on the studio. So they don't want a bad product. They want you to do well. So just try and relax. make sure that you're going to the studio at a time where you haven't just eaten. It's really important as a singer and you're learning singing lessons that if you've just eaten, you've had a lot of food, you've been eating dairy products or bananas or alcohol or caffeine, tea, coffee, that sort of thing, you won't sound your best. So make sure that you book your studio session for a time where you know you've had at least 2 hours without eating so that you're completely clear, your throat will sound great, and therefore you'll give a great performance. My final point to mention while you're at the studio is that the emotion that you put into a song needs to be right up there, because your voice will be compressed after it's recorded, which basically means that the loud parts will get quieter, the quiet parts will get louder, in order that your voice sits properly over the music. Now this can cause a problem, because if you're relying on quiet and loud to give you your emotion, it's gone. So you need to make sure that you really work on emotion. Work on emotion in those singing lessons before you go into the studio. And then when you do it on the microphone, you need to really give it that 100%, because then when it is compressed, it will still sound fantastic. Be willing to listen to the producer when they say, this is the best take, this is the one. Because you will hear things very differently to how other people hear things. A very famous example of this was when Christina Aguilera did her take of Beautiful. The producer would not let her do more than one single take, because that one take that she did was so perfect that the producer was like, I am not recording anything else, that is the take. And Christina was absolutely livid at the time. But look at how it turned out. Go and listen to that record now, that's one take. So sometimes you just need to listen to another professional. And on that thing actually, I'm just going to say one more point, because never give the engineer or the producer the lyrics to the song that you're going to sing. Ask them to tell you what they think you're singing. The reason I say that is because there are a lot of songs out there where misheard lyrics happen. And the reason for that is all around mouth shapes. That can only be spotted by somebody who doesn't know what the lyrics are. Because as soon as you know what the lyrics are, you will hear those words. So just as a double check, ask the producer or the engineer to tell you what they think you're singing. And if it's wrong, correct it again with your mouth shapes. Good luck. Go and visit your local studios, get a relationship with them, ask to come down and have a look at the place, or book a session in. You don't lose anything, and you might gain so much. Please subscribe. You'll then be able to pick up all the rest of our top tips on Tuesday. And visit the website 360artistdevelopment.com. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.